As we all know, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple almost exactly 1 year ago in December 2020. But now it seems that the table has turned as the major XRP versus SEC update is that SEC got sued. These and more are in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. Welcome to Crypto Live. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our upcoming videos about cryptocurrencies. Apparently, the SEC is facing yet another lawsuit as they have yet to resolve another controversy. And I'm going to share with you all about it in this video, because this time it's a whistleblower group. In addition to that, the SEC faces even more pressure within the Ripple case, since it is unable to determine whether Ethereum is a security or not. And whether what they said recently would be an opinion of Bill Hinman or the official position of the SEC is unclear. Furthermore, it's up to them to decide how they're going to proceed, depending on the scenario. And I believe they are finding themselves in a tighter spot than they first anticipated. As a result, I'm going to tell you what Gary Gensler just announced about it, as well as the SEC's announcement. Furthermore, Bitcoin and Ethereum are said to be destined to disappear. I mean, what does that mean? It means there is a finite amount of them to be had. In addition to the analysis of on-chain data, I intend to discuss possible implications for future price changes for Bitcoin and Ethereum. In addition, there are a lot of people who say we're entering a bear market, predicting that prices will drop, but I'm going to show you a few one-chain pieces of data that do not support this view. On a related note, one of the biggest developments in the crypto industry also just happened. And this is because WhatsApp has launched crypto payments, allowing its 2 billion users to send and receive payments from anywhere in the world. And later, let me tell you about the work they did recently and some of the questions still left unanswered. As well as that, I have a bit of information about what will be coming up in terms of sologenic snapshots and subsequent airdrops. Now, I want to discuss something that is recently reported by WhatsApp. The announcement is that WhatsApp will now be adding Facebook's digital wallet, Facebook Meta, to its service. Facebook will also be adding its digital wallet, Novi, to WhatsApp. In the meantime, we all know that Facebook, or Meta, already own WhatsApp, so this was only a natural progression. Nevertheless, they were testing a way to send crypto payments via WhatsApp between the US and Guatemala. And I believe it will make things extremely easy. In essence, what they're going to do is let people send money with Paxos stablecoins by clicking an attachment button. But first, what is Paxos? Paxos makes sure the cash and cash equivalent reserves backing stablecoins are backed by custodians, who ensure that the coins are backed by fiat cash, held in dedicated omnibus accounts at insured banks, and/or U.S. Treasury bills, including by means of repurchase agreement and/or money market funds allocated to government securities. What, however, led them to choose Paxos? This is probably one of these things for which WhatsApp has such a large reach, over 2 billion users globally. Further, this is a huge step towards remittances using cryptocurrency to send and receive money. Afterward, Novi Wallet, a product of Meta or Facebook, was developed. Moreover, WhatsApp has integrated a wallet that can hold all cryptocurrencies from stablecoins to cryptocurrencies in general. In fact, some questions arise when you mention Facebook Meta, in particular the issue of privacy. In addition, what do you think of a centralized wallet created by Facebook or Meta, which you are allowed to use? Currently, the cryptocurrency world is known for its decentralized nature, which means that this won't be exactly possible since this will be in a wallet created by Meta or Facebook. In the meantime, 2 billion users can trade cryptocurrencies around the globe, and there are going to be a lot of questions throughout this process. Hence, mass adoption is on the horizon. And now let's discuss about the SEC in comparison to Ripple, because it seems that right now the SEC is sort of stuck in the middle. Additionally, I stated at the beginning of this video that both in regard to Ethereum's status as a security, as well as its lack of security, the SEC's opinion has essentially been their opinion. And then there is the other side, which argues that since the SEC guidance, it's kind of government guidance. Furthermore, they sent verbatim testimony from what they just submitted to Judge Netburn about Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that they haven't issued an official ruling regarding the security status of either. In this case, It is Charles Gasparino on Fox Business who has reported that Gary Gensler has asked for a comment, and Gensler made no reply. Additionally, I am glad that other mainstream media houses like Fox Business are covering this story, because between this and the hearings that held the other day, this is helping to put pressure on the SEC. Accordingly, I believe the ruling could result in the Ripple case being settled even faster, or may just ensure that the settlement can be finalized sooner because the SEC will see the writing on the wall. Then why would the SEC be in a bad position? As it stands right now, the SEC has been ordered to turn over documents explaining how they concluded that XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin were not securities. As you know, the SEC argues you can't see these documents as they are protected documents. Meanwhile, everyone else thinks we're going to hold on to them. Furthermore, the documents cannot be protected by anything if they're considered opinions, because if they are not the SEC's official stance at work, they cannot be protected. SEC claims that it is just an opinion, so if that's the case, it strengthens their case against Ripple, but it loses all credibility everywhere else. Unlike Grayscale Ethereum trusts, which were not able to engage with the SEC, the Grayscale Ethereum Trust was not required by law to take an official stance on whether Ethereum is a security or not. In any case, it went through, and it is now available, so that is something to be proud of. However, I do believe that Judge Netburn will take that into account, but it is still up for consideration. As such, the SEC is unable to decide whether it wants to state an opinion about Ethereum or a fact. And for example, they want to make it legally binding since they want their stuff protected. Further, whenever something is literally stated, everyone else will say it's just their opinion, so it can't be held liable. But now a new lawsuit has come in, which will only increase ripple effects and put additional pressure on the SEC. It was also posted on Twitter by James Fillon, but it was filed on December 8th. It was reported that the Power Watchdog, the research committee, had filed a lawsuit against the SEC. What are they suing for? Due to the fact that high-ranking SEC officers were making these discussions and decisions in their potential conflict of interest, there is some confusion in the documents about whether Bitcoin and Ethereum are securities or not. Thus, they filed a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit in order to gain access to these documents. It is also quite interesting that this lawsuit was filed on December 8th, which is the exact date the U.S. hearings are taking place about all these other cryptocurrencies, which was kind of like a day devoted to bashing the SEC. As such, the SEC was not the only one who had to deal with this issue in this case. Apparently, the Ripple case is also a pending case that will unfold 1 or 2 months from now. I believe all the pressure on the SEC at the moment, all these lawsuits, and the fact that the SEC can make up their minds on a lot of things will all just strengthen Ripple's defense. That's all for this video about crypto, and thank you for watching. If you would like to receive updates in the crypto market, make sure you click the subscribe and bell button.